This is episode number,
What was yours?
I was 8, right, Sean? Yeah, so this is episode 9. Good morning, Vijay.
Oh, wait, have we started?
Yep.
Oh,
Ready to go?
It's good.
put that in.
You good? Okay. Good morning, Vijay.
Good morning. Good morning. We haven't done this since November.
That's right.
So,
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, here we are, episode 9.
Episode 9.
Incredible.
So, how was your Christmas?
It was good.
New Year?
Yeah, it was great. How about you?
Oh, you know about me.
I do know about you.
Yeah, I had the greatest gift of all.
I know you
I'm-
did.
I'm going to be a grandpa.
Congratulations,
in-
brother.
In July, God willing.
That's the
Oh, I heard voices back there. Sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry for that.
That's okay. That's wonderful, Vijay. God bless. And do we know boy or girl?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. And I don't know if they'll tell me because
Okay.
one party doesn't want to know, the other party does, so I may not know till the day of. But yeah, that was a great Christmas present.
Nice, Vijay.
How about you?
Yeah, it was good. Unfortunately, my oldest
Yeah.
daughter broke her foot the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and she's the artistic
she's a-
director at Northville High
She's
School.
a dancer.
She's a dancer, and she has 20-plus high school dancers, and she's putting them through their paces for the choreography for the big show, February 7th at Northville High School Auditorium, so please attend. It's an amazing show. And so she's doing it from a wheelchair. So Carly and Charlie we're like wheelchair buddies. I'm wheeling her into the school. She's doing all the choreography from her wheelchair. I do my work from the lunchroom at Northville High School. And then I take her back home. Yeah, but she's a
It's gonna
warrior
be
in
tough for a
terms of.
dancer to
Yeah,
broken
yeah.
foot.
But the beautiful thing is the lessons, Vijay, that she's going to teach. Like we teach our young men lessons, right, through tennis and discipline and focus and all the other things we talk about. But she's teaching these young women such a lesson about adversity. So
Fight through.
fight through it, figure it out. Call on your network, call on your family. Come to not neglect what you've committed to, which is a very big thing. So, yeah. So other than that, it's a great new year. Lots of good stuff happening. I announced that I was leaving Troll Clothing and Welder Nation 31st of December, and as fate would have it, with divine interventions from the Holy Spirit, I decided that I'm gonna open up my own consulting services business, which is something I've wanted to do for a long time, but just didn't have the time or the focus to do it because I was doing so many other things.
You're going to be doing consulting for what you came from, the business.
yeah.
But you're going to do other things too.
Yes, I told them I'm not exclusive to them, but if they need some help as they're growing their business, to call on me, and we'll put together a 90-day contract. When I talked to my friends who are in the consulting business, John Beck, who's the CEO of Columbus Consulting, and his two partners, Stuart Leidy and Eric Bunfill, gave me some great insights about how to launch it. And he said, you do it in 90-day buckets, and they sent me templates of the agreements that the companies will need to sign at a very minimum, because you're going to need at least that much time to prove the value of your worth.
Well, I was talking about you're going to be doing things outside that. You're going to be doing life coaching.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And what other coaching?
So I'll do St. Catherine's. I'll do here. I'll do my life coaching. I'll do, and it doesn't. The beautiful thing is, I was talking to our attorney John Wilson yesterday. It doesn't have to be apparel. He said so.
Well, that's what I meant.
Yeah, he said, I'm sure if I looked at our law firm, you could come in here and uncover some inefficiencies as well. I says, of course, happy to do that for you. So the beautiful thing is, for many reasons, and you said it before when we were just talking about feeling freer, and it does feel that way for both Renee and I. But the beautiful thing is, I'll get to learn about other businesses that I have no idea where it's going to take me.
Yeah.
But I already reached out to a few of my friends and said, it's real, it's alive, we're ready to go. So have an appointment with my banker on Friday at 11 to do all of the legal things, and hopefully be blessed with some nice clients.
The thing that struck me is your life coaching, where you're going to be working with some of our players.
Absolutely.
We won't mention who, but
That's exactly.
to help them through their struggles, their
Yeah.
their roadblocks.
And it's so interesting you say that, V, because the conversations with a few of the parents of the students, I let them know that, okay, you know, when we do this, I take it very seriously, Vijay, and I need the student to take it as seriously. So they are defining themselves to me, whether I'm life coaching with adults, which I've done since 2011, or with younger students, which I've done as well. It's very important that the give-get scenario feels pretty equitable.
Oh, since you mentioned that, so I'm coaching young kids.
Yeah,
And that's the first thing I look for.
Yeah.
Are they all in? Because if they're not, I tell the parents, you know what, maybe I'm not the right guy.
Yeah.
You know, because I need to get a buy-in.
Yeah.
Even with little kids.
Yes, for sure.
They want to be here. They're not there just for parents, just because Daddy said I have to do this.
Exactly.
They got to be all in.
they gotta want to do it. So what I did, just to set the template, I let them know, okay, when do you want to do this? Where do you want to do it with your son? The agenda topics that I'd like to be addressed is, we're going to talk about focus, patience, discipline in life with academics and with tennis.
Sounds like our shield.
Yep. What is your vision board?
Yeah.
What is the vision board of your
Our red thread.
Exactly. Are you dreaming really big, and how do we do that? Personal accountability, always having that as top of mind. Rest and recovery as a mindset, goal setting, writing goals down, journaling, creating timelines for all goals with monthly follow-ups. So those are just the baseline requirements for me to enter into a relationship with a blessing to be with a student or with an adult about life coaching them through the complexities of life that we have. So so I'm excited about that too.
So you mentioned this before about journaling. You've kept a journal for how long?
Yeah, since 1978.
Okay.
Every workout.
Yeah.
Every workout.
So I've kept a journal since May 19th, 1981. Every day,
Yep,
just jot stuff down.
me too.
And it's always been a moment of personal figuring out myself.
Yes.
Now, how do you look at journaling?
Yeah, I look at it as it's so reinforcing for me because it does two things. It allows me to reflect back.
Yeah.
Like if there's that I word, which athletes don't like to use, injury. If there's an injury and you kind of look back at what was the proper remedy, what did you do, what was PT like, what were the exercises, what were the stretches, was there some anti-inflammatory that you needed? So if I don't write something down, the impact is enormous. So you're just motivated every day. You got to write something down. I did my PVC exercises for my shoulders. I did my slant board for my calves and my hamstrings. I did my foam roller. I rode an hour this morning on a bike. I did 30 minutes easy, then I did 30-second intervals with a 30-second rest at 18 miles an hour over. And you write all that down, and then all of a sudden it's like, how much more fulfilling can you be for yourself, right? And it's really self-love is what it is. So it's an exciting thing for me. And for you too.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful habit to get into.
Oh, if I don't do it, I feel I can't go to bed. It's like, oh, I gotta do this. I gotta do this.
Oh, it's 1,000%. And I have it. My favorite chair is my recliner, so I have my runner's log right on the table, right next to the chair, and I just use that moment, whether Renee's preparing dinner or whatever, and write my stuff down for sure.
So, let's step back a little bit. You're doing your episode 7, the one at 2 Men in a Truck.
Episode, yes.
That's an awesome episode. and that's our first video episode.
That
And,
was
I've
was.
watched it twice now, so 2 of those views are.
Oh, yours. It's up to 97, so it's really 95. So this is episode 8, not 9.
Is it?
Yeah, because
Okay,
this was episode 7.
That was 7?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you just looked it up. Okay, yeah. So
And
this-
thank you for coming. Thank you for being with me, and to get to experience.
Oh, that was a really good
the
experience.
2-minute truck speech, and it's got some nice views, and hopefully the message came through loud and clear to our
All right,
friends.
so let's look forward a little. You've been officially set up at St. Catherine's?
Yeah, Robbie helped me with being introduced to Marissa Main,
Mm-hmm.
and then through text into introduced to the principal of the school. They are still formalizing things, and she said sometime in late February we'll put together the tryout schedule, which is, I hope it's sooner than that, because they're going to start tryouts in March, and I think you're doing the same thing. in
Yeah,
Mercer, right?
at Mercy, we've already got our tryout.
Season.
Yes, our schedule.
Yeah.
Our season's getting filled in, and hopefully we'll play each other.
That would be amazing, right? Oh my God.
Hey, ladies, we need to kick this guy's butt.
That would be great. That would be, yeah, so I'm looking forward to that very much. I can't wait. I just exchanged text with Marissa probably last week, in fact.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
so
she's the JV head coach?
she is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and whatever they need help with, I mean, I'm ready to help them.
Okay. So the final thing I have on my list here is our rally ball. This
Yeah.
is, it's almost become a,
No,
not almost, it's in my thoughts all day.
all day for me
Like,
too. For me too.
And
It's become.
it's an obsession.
It's an obsession, and yeah, you got to put it out in the universe. It's my new normal. Like if I don't do that, like I couldn't just go. Oh,
I mean, we didn't do it today, and I'm going.
Oh, yeah, right. We got to do this. So it's become our new tennis
So
normal.
let's step back. Let's explain to people what it is. So
Yeah,
you went to New Jersey to be with your daughter, who was
yeah. I was with Courtney and Lewis, my son-in-law and daughter. Lewis was away on a business trip, so Courtney and Lynn said, "Dad, can you come in and stay with me?" I said, "Of course." So I went in to. Actually, went in to see her in the day after my speech, but I had seen her a little bit in October as well. And while I was there, the local tennis club
you go to a tennis club.
is
Yeah.
literally 2 minutes and 49 seconds away from her house.
2 minutes and
Yeah,
49
and
seconds.
I checked it. So I asked them for a pro, and I said, I just want to hit a little bit, and I want to work on my rhythm and my balance and all the good things. So I met Emile, Emile, from the Netherlands, his parents played in the semi-pro circuit over in Europe, and we started to hit a little bit. And after the second hour, which would have been the second day, he said, okay, your mechanics are sound, but I think everybody can use help with consistency. And I do this with my students who I qualify, who are really all in, like you said before. And for those all in students, which I sense you are, all in, we're going to do a 100-ball drill. Oh, okay, what does that mean? We're going to hit one ball 100 times. Excuse me? We're going to hit one ball 100 times, really. So we tried, and the first one was I hit 11 balls. And again, it's not at top speed, but it's at a decent
Yeah,
clip.
you're not hitting winners.
You're not hitting winners, but you are hitting to rally. And second day was a little better. I think I got to the mid 50s or low 60s. And then finally on the third day, before my lesson was over, which would have been that Saturday, and I was leaving on Monday, I got to 100. And when I came back on the Monday before Thanksgiving, I mentioned it to you. I said, Vijay, I got this great drill. I think we should do this. Because our warm-up, we had a warm-up cadence prior to that where we would make sure all
Deep
of our
balls.
balls were behind the service line. And we played to a game of 10 until the ball was short. But in this case, we said, let's try to get to 100. So you pick it up from there.
Well, I thought 100 100. We're never going to do that.
No. and what was so interesting, after I heard this from Emil, and you say his last name better than I do,
What is it?
Patrick
Oh, Morataglu.
Murataglu, he said when he won,
How do you say it?
Mogadutu, he with Serena, she actually hit one ball for 45 minutes. I said, we got to do this. So we started, and we started it the Friday after Thanksgiving on court 11 in the bubble at Nova
I don't know how
Athletic
you
Club.
remember this stuff.
And we got to 100. I think we got to 128 or 174.
If you say so, yeah.
I don't have my book.
I don't have my book.
But I'm
yeah.
writing everything down. And I said, okay. Somebody said, let's do this before every time we play. And then the engineer and my brother Vijay took over and said, okay, we'll have a baseline that we must achieve in 10 attempts. And that baseline will be derived. Now it's got to be 100 before we go forward. And as we get better and our averages go up, the baseline's going to be higher.
Going up, yeah.
And then we'll see what number we get to. And I think the second day we surpassed our first day. And then shortly after that, which would have been the second week of December, we got to our zenith. And how many balls did we hit, Vijay? with that?
904.
We hit 904 balls. Took right around 36 minutes, although I wasn't timing it. But 36 minutes approximately of hitting 904 balls when we thought 100 wasn't possible.
Right. And like I said, we're not killing the ball.
Mm-mm.
We're making sure. Well, the net. I knew this. The net is the enemy.
Yes.
Right. And,
Yes.
And so we're learning to avoid the net. But here's the thing that I didn't realize: you hit 904 balls. You are soaking wet.
Oh yeah, for sure.
When you're done, and what a workout!
Yeah.
You don't realize it.
You don't realize it, but the workout is outstanding. The workout,
And
cardio, footwork. Oh
And
my God.
I've noticed since we started doing this, I run races. My legs are stronger
There's no question about it.
because on every shot, you got to
Yeah.
use your legs, and it's just amazing. People look at you and go, "You're not hitting that ball really hard or
Right.
crushing it."
Right.
But you do a 904. When we did that, you were flat on your back.
I had to lay on the ground. I was soaked, number one, but really, really exhausted from the effort.
And I'm not saying we don't hit 904 every time, but we try to get over 1,000 balls, and we're doing it pretty consistent. Except yesterday we had a bad.
Yeah, we had 596. Yeah, and
And that
596 is bad.
And that would have been great in November.
Of course. But I love that we'll be able to bring this, and we're gonna
do this.
establish we'll have
We'll have a ladder.
Zach's mom make us one of those printed banners that the rally ball number for Coach Vijay and Coach Charlie is 904.
Beat it.
Go beat it.
Yeah.
What do you got? And that'll talk about practice with purpose. I think that'll start a whole new level of dialogue.
Yeah, and at the level of JV, you get the ball back 12 times,
Yeah.
you're going to win 90% of the points.
Yeah, no question about it. Yeah, no question about it. And for me, I think it's, just speaking for me, making my game better already after just like 6 weeks of doing
after
it.
100,
Yeah.
you really have to focus.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's allowing me to play, even though the scores don't reflect that, of course you're such a great player, but it allows me to play quieter tennis because the focus that we have to have in those 10 sessions to get over 115 and to make sure we get 1,000 balls it's never ending. Mm-hmm. And we don't change sides when we play. We just stay on the same side. So it's constant focus, and that's allowing me to play quieter tennis. And if we can, or when we get that mindset across to our students that we're blessed to coach about that focus piece of it, that becomes second nature. And that's the difference.
It's going to improve focus, fitness, footwork,
Yeah,
well, all F's.
yeah, for sure,
And discipline, which is,
Yeah.
you know,
for sure.
it's such a great, simple drill. I don't know why I didn't think about this 10
Vijay,
years ago.
when Emil first brought it to me on that second day, 100 balls, what are you kidding?
Yeah.
And
Well, when you said 100 balls, I go, I don't think we can do 100.
100, no way. So it's become our obsession, so.
It's become an obsession.
Yeah, there's no question about it.
Yeah, I love that drill. I look forward to it
Me too.
every morning when we.
Me too.
We're
We'll,
at
we'll
the-
spread the word about that too to some of our other buddies if they choose to do that. I don't think a lot of them have the patience to do that as well.
Oh, if I want to go to another topic here.
Sure.
Our good friend Robbie, our boss.
Yeah.
You know, she had a rough Christmas.
She did.
She lost her one of her dogs. and-
Molly.
Molly.
Yeah.
And I can feel for that because.
Yeah, for sure.
I've had to put.
But one of the sweet things, which I know you won't mention, but I will, that the minute that you heard that,
Oh well.
no, it's a big deal. That's your heart. That's your character. That's why I love you, for many reasons. That you went to be with your friend Robbie while Molly was being put down.
Yeah.
That's huge, Vijay. Yeah, it's special. You're a special guy.
Well,
That's a special relationship there.
no, I just you could tell
Oh,
she
yeah.
loved that dog.
Oh, I know.
And,
I know.
all right.
But
Well,
she seems to be doing better now.
Yeah, she seems to be doing better. She's
Morning.
she.
We had a great.
Well, she didn't use the word putting down. I'm sending her off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Meaning I'm going to see her again.
Yeah, I love that.
You know, that's what she said.
I love that she did that, and we saw her yesterday. She was in great
spirits.
spirits. Her health is rebounding beautifully from a little bit of an ailment, but she had a great session with her ladies on the court from 6:45 to 7:45.
Yeah.
So it's all
I just want to mention. So we've got some good things. We won't mention it here,
Hmm?
but we've got some good things we're going to be doing this year.
Yeah.
That we want to podcast. One trip that we're planning. That
Yes.
we'll podcast.
We will definitely talk about that, and there may be another trip we're planning for this time next year.
Yeah. We'll mention that one. We're trying to go to the Australian.
Australian Open.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we'll podcast from there.
We'll podcast from Sydney.
Yeah.
We'll podcast from center court.
Well, I don't know if they'll let us.
We'll have to bring Heather, Sean, and Stephen with us to Sydney to
Yeah,
be
we're getting a
with.
thumbs up.
And Heather, it's the summer over there, so it'll be perfect, right? Okay. Heather's giving me a sweet thumbs up from behind her monitor. Yeah, so lots of really positive things happening here in 2025, and I'm
Yeah.
glad it started the way it did. And Carly's healing up, and she'll be good as new. And everybody's good. And your blessed event with being a granddad and
I'm looking
grandmother.
forward to
That's
that. July.
nothing is better than that, right, my friend?
But, all right.
Okay, so that's a wrap for
So,
episode 8.
Episode 8. Let's get
Okay,
that
not
right.
9, episode 8,
Yeah.
and I think we're in a good place. So although we're not going to do it right now, let's go play some tennis.
We're playing tomorrow morning.
I can't wait.
All right.